40% of the S&P 500 has negative tangible equity.
Seeing higher rates of PTSD, substance abuse.
Bad news for the economy is bad news for the stock market.
Anxiety is on the rise with so many people. Simon Sinek says start with why, but what about the how? How many heart-centered people never get there?
Are you ready? Yes! Are you ready? Yes! Let's go!
I think Sean is a master. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I was $100,000 in debt, maxed out my credit card to get to the event.
I got my first taste of failure. And by failure, I mean I didn't achieve the outcome I wanted in business.
26 years ago, I knew my why, but I didn't know how. Then I discovered it's a three-part formula, beginning with how you go from hello to yes with integrity, with people, where you use it, and how you emotionally get yourself to do it.
And this past year, I think we surpassed right around $6.5 million.
But with the innovations that I know I'm going to be able to make with Unblinded, I expect to double that at least again this year.
And the most sophisticated of people, that's who knows what this is. And if you're not at that level of sophistication yet, this is for you. But just don't be confused by the massive amount of money, $15 billion people spend on coaching to not get their results. The most sophisticated people know what this is.
He is one wickedly smart and wonderfully good man with a lot to contribute. So I'm impressed. Thank you for your time.
And what are the incredibly ridiculous things that people do as they try to cause yes? Pitching, hooking, closing is a nightmare. Would you ever be pitched, hooked, or closed? Any sophisticated person with resources would never allow that.
Nothing has impacted my business the way this has. And in fact, in less than 1 year in working with Unblinded, I tripled my income.
But if not pitching, hooking, closing, then what? The Unblinded formula. That's what.
Is in my ability to connect my business with my heart and my family. And that I've gotten some of the best some of the best acknowledgments from my family about how they're just amazed at the growth in such a short time.
The integrity-based human influence immersion is unlike anything in the history of coaching, training, and human acceleration you've ever seen. Doctors, lawyers, accountants, financial services providers, everyone in the space of coaching, speaking, training, authoring, no one, including the most sophisticated salespeople in the world, have ever seen anything like it.
As you know, I've signed up for the class to produce the kind of results that are possible that I hear about with this program.
The biggest problem is how do we get this message through in integrity, in efficiency to you, in service of you? Because everyone says they know how to do this, but they don't. And that's what this space is all about. Human acceleration, the power of causing integrous yes for you.
Peter Pan, thank you for the magic of this weekend. Thank you for helping us all reimagine how to playfully lean into life. And thank you for helping us reimagine all negative connections into a beautiful space of positivity, a beautiful space of truth, a beautiful space of love, and the reality that everything we are wanting is 100% possible.
Here's the truth. The truth is that people live in a world where it's networking, it's hoping, it's Google AdWords, it's paying for Facebook, it's changing algorithms. How do you do all this in a recession when money's harder to come by? What is it that you do? It's you understand that there's something you don't know, there's something you haven't mastered, because if you have, then everything will be different. The key is, do we have it? The answer is yes. Listen to these people.
A dear friend of mine, Sean Callagy.
Top people in personal development, Tony Robbins. What am I doing bringing Tony Robbins up on stage in his backyard for his 60th birthday? How would it feel to go from 8 to 25 sales meetings, maybe even 100?
I want to give everyone a heads up. When I first met Sean Callagy, I felt he was an inspirational speaker. What I realized from his superpower of his technology, as I began to understand that, I went from 8 to 25 meetings, from 25 to 150 meetings a month within 90 days.
How about 300? And oh, by the way, this is an outdated video because he's now at 1,500.
There is not one person on this planet that can share the art of integrative influence greater than Sean Callagy. And I'm telling you right now, if you have an opportunity to learn from him in any shape, way, or form, He will become and should become, honestly, your mentor until you master the game, because you are missing out and living your life below your privilege until you really grasp and learn how to master the game of influence. Sean is the only person on the planet that can teach you how to do that.
And come check it out, come feel it. It will blow your mind. There's nothing else like it on earth. On my heart and my word, this is a mission and service for you to bring the truth forward. The causing of yes, the assembling of audiences of ideal avatars, the building of your practice and business is on the other side of deficiencies that are in our school system, the lies our parents tell us, our families tell us, even our sports coaches tell us, that do not help us rise and accelerate in business with integrity.
What you're training to do here is an answer to prayer, to be able to engage with the heart before the head.
So the question now is what to do. A lot of energy, a lot of words, a lot of people, but here's the reality. If not this, then what? If not now, then when? Well, later, and when I have more resources and time or money or energy, that day will never come. If any of this resonates with you, say yes. Come, and if it's not what we're saying, you get your money back. Blow us up. Tell everyone we lied to you, but we haven't. And the truth is that this is the pathway for a greater life. Your life is great already, I'm not telling you it's not. But if there's any gap in the money you have, the time freedom you do or do not have, or the impact, the magic, the adventure, the love, the pride, any of those things, there's a gap. This space is the space. So click that link, have a conversation, say yes, and come to New Jersey.
You can unleash this superpower inside of you. That you have the capacity to unleash the superpower of influence, to use it as a force for good. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.